Hey, what's going on, guys? JB here with AnswerBox. I know it's been a while since we posted a video. It's been over a year now. I think coming up to two, actually, pretty close. A lot of stuff just happened. Life, with changing jobs. I moved houses, started college. There's been a lot of stuff going on, so I haven't been able to make videos like I would have liked to, but we are back. Everything's good. We're stable. I've got a good setup now. Everything's ready to go. We're going to get back to answering questions. Unfortunately, Yahoo Answers does not exist anymore. It was shut down. So we will have to go into a different website to get our questions. And then, of course, moving forward, we can always answer yours. But we're going to go ahead and get started on today's video. Would I be a bad person for not calling out my supervisor for being disgusting? I started working for a cleaning company that has contracts cleaning a lot of office buildings. My supervisor was training me and I watched him clean one of the restrooms. He used a rag to clean the toilet and used the same rag on all the light switches in the office. I'm afraid to say something to him because I'm afraid he might get angry. Would I be a bad person if I said nothing? I wouldn't say you're a bad person for not saying anything because, I understand the worry and the concern about losing your job if you do call out your supervisor. But I would recommend saying something. If it was me, I would say something like, hey, that doesn't seem sanitary. Should we be using the same rag? If he gives you a problem about it, there's always going to be someone above him, right? Unless he owns the company, but you could go to his supervisor, or just moving forward, do it the right way. Like, you don't have to take his advice on it or do it the same way he did it. Just because he showed you that way doesn't mean you have to continue doing it that way. So you could just take it into your own hands and say, hey, I know what's right and what's wrong. I will do it this way moving forward. Grief counseling. Good morning. I was wondering if anyone has partaken in grief counseling and if it was useful. I'm really struggling to move on from losing some very people to me. I'm assuming that meant very important people, but over the last 3 years, and wonder if this would help. Thanks. Yes, of course. Grief counseling would definitely help. I would say any type of therapy or counseling is a good idea for anybody going through anything. It's always good to have someone to talk to about this stuff that we struggle with. I had grief counseling one time whenever I was in high school, and a friend of mine died, and they brought in all of our friends into a room with a grief counselor, and we talked about memories of him and stuff like that. It was good to just be open and talk to people about it. It was really helpful, I think. I still struggled with missing him, and I had a lot of tears, but it definitely helped. I would recommend it. I consider a woman my mother. How can I tell this to her? A woman live in the front of my house. I consider her my mother. How can I tell this to her and how she feel after hearing this? Just tell her. I would take that as a compliment. If you told me, or if someone told me that they saw me as a father figure for them, I would feel honored that they felt that way, because obviously they did something in your life that impacted you and made you feel like they care for you as like a mother would. So yeah, she would take that as a compliment, I'm sure, if you just came out and said, hey, I feel this way. You're great. What does it mean when someone is 29 and earns 26,000 euros? Pounds? Sorry, I don't know my currency symbols for other countries very well. Is that a good salary? 26,000. That's not really a great salary, but it doesn't really matter either. What does it mean when someone's 29? That just means that they haven't made it to a point where they're making more than that at the time. But there's always a chance to make more money in the future. So it doesn't really mean anything unless what really matters, what would mean something, is if they were making 26,000, they had a family to support, and they didn't have any interest in moving forward. They didn't want to progress. They were happy where they were, making 26,000, just barely scraping by. If that was the case, then that would mean something. That would mean that they don't have a drive to move forward in life, and they're going to be complacent. And depending on who you are or what you are looking for, then I mean, it could not match up. So that's all it means. But the salary itself doesn't mean anything. My 18-year-old girlfriend is having privacy issues with her mom. It seems almost like her mom wants to see her naked on a daily basis. Is this normal? My girlfriend and her mom have always been close, so my girlfriend was comfortable with her and would shower in front of her, change in front of her, etc. Recently, she started to realize that this happens too frequently, so although she's not uncomfortable with her mom seeing her naked, she's asked her mom to give her some more space and privacy. She's asked her mom to not come into the bathroom in my girlfriend's room when she's in there and to not come into the changing room when they are shopping together. Nonetheless, the mom still goes into the bathroom with no purpose and also peeks through the change room curtains while my girlfriend tries clothes on. It almost seems like the mom wants to see her naked for some reason. Is this normal? No, I would not say that that's a normal thing. It's not normal to try to see your adult children naked. It's not even normal to try to see your small children naked, but it happens because they need help with bathroom and changing and all that. But as an adult, no, they don't need to. There's no reason for it. What I would say is that your girlfriend would need to set boundaries. It sounds like she started to, like saying, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I need you to not come into my bathroom while I'm getting dressed. Don't come into the changing room with me. But you have to hold her to those boundaries. So you have to say, hey, I don't want you in here. If she comes in there and say, Mom, get out. I told you I don't want you in here while I'm showering. It makes me uncomfortable. Just get out. You have to hold her to those, or she's just going to walk all over you. She's not going to stick to them if you don't make her stick to them. So yeah, set boundaries, hold those boundaries, and should be good. All right, we are going to start a new segment for this video with Yahoo Answers now being gone. We are going to look at some already been answered Yahoo Answers. Is it illegal to kill an ant? Today I was walking down the street and there was an ant on a puppy, so I stepped on the ant and killed it. A police officer gave me a very dirty look, and so did a lot of people, so I was wondering if it is illegal to kill an ant. I am super serious, this isn't a joke. Update, yeah, I stepped on the dog to kill the ant. The answer, you stepped on a dog. Yeah. How is babby formed? How is babby formed? How girl get pregnant? A babby is a rare and extinct mammal found in only the high cliffs of the Andes Mountains. They are formed when water drops from the sky, also known as rain, and it hits the ground. When the water hits the ground, it turns into a parasite. If that parasite finds a tiger and bites it, then the tiger gets pregnant and its offspring is known as a babby. They are a mix between a chinchilla and a wombat. Unfortunately, the odds of this happening are very slim, so it happens only about once every years. The good news is that the babbies are both male and female, so they get pregnant by licking the pickle juice before the cucumber has turned into a pickle. That's a creative answer there. How were unicorns made? I just want to know everyone's idea of how unicorns were made. Thanks, LOLs. Or how unicorns were created. Jeez, LOL. A kid with an ice cream cone was like, ooh, pony. The kid tried to ride it, but dropped his ice cream cone on the pony's head. The cone stayed, and when the pony had a baby, the baby had a horn. I think this is the most creative and overall best answer. So I think we're going to bring that into the videos now, just to pay homage to Yahoo Answers. It served us well. But anyways, that's it for the video today, guys. I appreciate you guys coming back in, tuning in. Just remember to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're not. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks.